This is the IELTS listening test. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. You will hear a conversation between a man interested in adopting a penguin and a woman working at the penguin adoption hotline.
Hello, Penguin Adoption Hotline. How can I assist you today?
Hi, I recently read about your penguin adoption program and am interested in participating. I think it would be a fascinating opportunity to learn and gain a new understanding of penguin behavior.
That's wonderful to hear. Our adoption program is quite popular. Could I get some details on what you're particularly interested in?
Sure, I'd like to know more about the penguins available for adoption.
At the moment, we have a Humboldt penguin named Pebbles. He's quite the character.
He sounds adorable. Does Pebbles have any special needs I should be aware of?
Yes, Pebbles requires a specific daily diet due to some dietary sensitivities, but we provide all the details you'd need in the adoption package.
That's good to know. And how long would the adoption term be?
Our standard adoption term is 6 months, but many people renew because they love the experience.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10.
And what about the costs? I assume there's an adoption fee.
The initial adoption fee is $75, which covers educational materials, a plush penguin toy, and access to a special digital platform.
That sounds reasonable. Is there a chance to visit the sanctuary?
Absolutely. Each adopter can enjoy a guided tour of the sanctuary. You'll be accompanied by one of our knowledgeable volunteers.
Wonderful. I also heard something about newsletters.
Yes, we send out newsletters monthly on the 1st. They include updates on your penguin exclusive behind-the-scenes information.
Thanks for explaining everything. Just to confirm, is there any discount if I decide to adopt more than one penguin?
Yes, we offer a 10% discount if you adopt multiple penguins.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers. You will hear a host giving a talk on a new virtual reality theme park. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. Hello everyone, I'm thrilled to welcome you today to the grand opening of our groundbreaking virtual reality theme park, a pioneering venture redefining entertainment. Our park combines the latest in technology with limitless imagination to offer you experiences beyond anything you've encountered before. Our facility is equipped with state-of-the-art virtual systems that bring worlds to life. Whether you're flying through the clouds or embarking on a space mission, we ensure it's like truly being there. Today, I'll guide you through some of the key pieces of our park to give you a sense of what exciting adventures await. Perhaps our most distinctive feature is the virtual underwater tour, which immerses you in a vivid marine environment teeming with colorful sea life. It's as if you are really diving in the ocean, surrounded by marine wonders. Now, a few tips to enhance your visit. I suggest beginning your day with us early, allowing you to navigate through the attractions with minimal waiting times. That way, you can fully absorb the experiences without the frequent interruptions of crowds. We highly recommend downloading our official park app. One crucial feature is the real-time mapping system, enabling you to move efficiently from one attraction to another. It keeps you up to date with showtimes, exclusive features, and any special events happening throughout the day. Another fascinating aspect of our park is the educational programs tailored for school groups, offering a hands-on learning environment. Our programs not only entertain, but educate the young minds, making science and history come alive in the most engaging ways possible. Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 16 to 20. Now, let me describe some of the virtual tours you can enjoy today. Starting with the ancient Rome experience, this tour lets you step back in time and witness the grandeur of the Roman Empire, interacting with historical figures in their own setting. For those intrigued by the cosmos, our deep space exploration tour will take you beyond the stars, discovering planets and cosmic phenomena far beyond our solar system. Don't miss the Jurassic-era safari, where you'll find yourself face-to-face with the planet's most extraordinary creatures, ensuring an adrenaline-packed adventure through time. Immerse yourself in the mysteries of the deep with our underwater adventure, perfect for budding marine biologists and anyone fascinated by sea life. Our eco-conscious guests will appreciate the magical forest quest. It highlights sustainable practices and encourages conservation efforts in a beautifully rendered woodland environment. Finally, our robotics workshop is a must-visit for tech enthusiasts, offering the chance to interact with cutting-edge machines and learn about robotics in an engaging, hands-on setting. That is the end of Section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Okay, so let's get this meeting started. We've decided that our project will focus on marine biodiversity, but specifically, what aspect are we looking at? I think it's important to concentrate on coral reefs. They're under significant threat and play a crucial role in marine ecosystems. Coral reefs are a great choice, but remember to consider the resources available for your research. True, we plan to use underwater drones to get visual data, and we were thinking of complementing that with surveys. Surveys sound good, but we'll need to identify the local species accurately. we might need expert consultations. That sounds feasible, but what challenges do you foresee? Unpredictable weather conditions might be an issue, especially with underwater data collection. Exactly, and we also need to be prepared for any technical issues with the drones. Good point. Have you thought about what skills you'll need to tackle this project effectively? Definitely, statistical analysis will be crucial, and we'll need advanced diving skills. Team coordination is another key skill, especially since we'll be working in groups both in and out of the water. And for collaboration strategies, we're thinking about holding weekly meetings and also using online forums to keep everything coordinated. Workshops with experts could be beneficial as well, and maybe peer reviews to refine our findings.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 26 to 30.
Okay, now let's talk about the primary objective of your project. We're studying the effects of climate change on coral reef ecosystems in the Caribbean region. Yes, and initial data will be gathered using both underwater drones and structured ecological surveys. Sounds comprehensive. What are your contingency plans if faced with any major risks? Well, the weather is a big risk factor that could disrupt our schedule. To combat this, we're trying to be as flexible as possible with our timelines. Good strategy. Have you considered how you'll analyze the data comprehensively? We've enrolled in an online course on statistical modeling techniques to help with our data analysis. Additionally, we're planning to use software like R and MATLAB. How do you intend to engage the public with your findings? We're developing interactive presentations that can be presented at both academic and public venues. Yes, and we're considering social media platforms to increase engagement and awareness.
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. You will hear a lecture about Gothic architecture.
Good evening, everyone. Today, we'll explore the fascinating world of Gothic architecture, an era that fundamentally transformed the landscape of medieval Europe. The Gothic style emerged during the late 12th century and continued to evolve throughout the 16th century. One of its defining characteristics was its innovative use of structural designs that allowed architects to build more daring and elaborate structures than ever before. What set Gothic architecture apart were elements such as pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses. Each of these components played a critical role in supporting the architecture and redistributing weight. More specifically, ribbed vaults allowed for an efficient distribution of weight, permitting the construction of larger and taller buildings. This not only provided structural strength, but also allowed architects to be more creative and ambitious in their designs. To increase the appeal and beauty of these grandiose structures, many architects employed elaborate decorative techniques. These included intricate stone carvings, which added visual interest to the facades and interiors. Notably, the cathedral, one of the most profound symbols of Gothic architecture, played a significant role during this era. The Chartres Cathedral, with its tremendous towers and breathtaking stained glass windows, is a quintessential example of Gothic architecture. It stands as a testament to the blend of architectural innovation and aesthetic beauty that characterized the time. Beyond just their architectural splendor, Gothic cathedrals served as major focal points for towns across Europe, embodying the prominence of the Catholic Church and acting as centers of community life. Architects took advantage of advances in stained glass technology to create windows that were both larger and more detailed, allowing vibrant displays of biblical scenes and daily life to shine into the interiors. This architectural style was deeply intertwined with the spiritual and social changes of the time. Increased interest in religious expression and worship became mirrored in the grandiosity and meticulous detail paid to the structure's designs. Moreover, the use of flying buttresses transferred weight away from the building walls, enabling the construction of thinner walls and considerably larger interior spaces, which could accommodate increased attendance at religious gatherings. Externally, these cathedrals often featured numerous gargoyle statues, added primarily for decoration, although they also served the practical function of channeling rainwater away from the building, further showcasing the blend of form and function prevalent in Gothic architecture. This era left a lasting impact, shaping architectural practices for generations to come.
That is the end of Section 4. You now have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet.
Hey there, did you get them all right? Smash the like button and subscribe for more daily IELTS tests.